throat hurt?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I do apologize. We did do a throat culture to test and see, what's the reason for your cough. But we're going to get this resolved as fast as possible.
Well, thank you, Dr. Frazier. We as American Indians, we view our pain holistically. So we tried all the remedies that we could at home. It didn't work for Pocahontas, so we brought her here to the hospital. But we're grateful that you're here today to help us.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm glad that, I encourage your family to continue to practice your holistic healing. It does show studies that a combination of modern medicine and holistic medicine is beneficial. So I will be back with the results, and we'll try to get this resolved for you, okay?
Thank you very
All
much.
right.
Come in.
Yes.
Our shaman's here. Hi, Pocahontas. I brought you some new Wati herbal tea. It will promote health and balance.
Thank you.
I also brought you some hummingbird blossom bread. It will help the inflammation in your throat. I'll see you guys later. Come in. Hi, everyone. My name is Taylor. I'm going to be your nurse today. Can you verify your name and your date of birth?
Pocahontas, 11/11/91.
Okay, I have your food tray here for you.
Oh, is that pork?
Yes.
Oh, we don't eat that in our culture. Could you maybe get us a different tray with corn, beans, and squash?
Sure, I'll tell the kitchen staff. I'm sorry. I'll be right back.
Hi, Pocahontas. What are you drinking?
Wati tea.
Oh, I love tea as well. Your throat culture has come back, and I'm sorry, but you do have streptococcus. In other words, that's strep throat. I have written prescription here for amoxicillin. It's in a liquid form, and it's an antibiotic, and it won't hurt your throat when you swallow. I just need you to take it every 12 hours, with or without food. Just make sure that you finish your bottle. And when you're released tomorrow, then just make a follow-up appointment so we can just see how you're doing and see if that's, the medicine's working, okay? Do y'all have any questions for me?
No, but thank you.
All right, okay. Pocahontas, I'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm back. I have a new food tray here for you. I have beans, corn, and squash, and it looks wonderful.
It does look great. Thank you for taking the time to talk to the kitchen staff.
You're welcome. I apologize. I didn't mean to offend you.
It's okay.
We'll learn a lot about Native American culture also. Thanks for sharing. And I also noticed that you have brief eye contact. Is there a reason for it?
Yes, it's a sign of respect to elders and professionals.
Oh, interesting. American culture is a sign of respect to maintain eye contact.
Yes, our cultures are very different, but we're all the same on the inside. This food looks amazing.
That's right. And I'm glad you like it. Can I get you anything else, Pocahontas?
No, thank you.
Okay, you guys have a wonderful day.
You too.
After doing research on Native American sick practices, I learned that they use different remedies for sickness and physical injury. They prefer using natural herbs to heal them instead of just going straight to the pharmacy to get over-the-counter drugs or going to the hospital. In my culture, that's what we seem to do first. If we have a headache, we may take Tylenol. If we break our arm, we will go straight to the hospital. But they prefer to try to heal themselves on their own first. They have a medicine man, also known as a shaman, who inherits all the remedies before them, and they also continue to use them and make their own. From doing research overall on Native American culture, I learned that you have to consider what they prefer so you can heal them respectfully for their culture. You can't always assume that everyone has the same cultural beliefs as yourself.
I did research on Native American death and dying rituals, and I've learned that their rituals are similar to the ones of my own culture. Some examples are wearing black to funerals, but Native Americans sometimes tend to wear black for a whole year after the death of a loved one or a spouse. I've also learned that they usually don't wait for the body to go into the ground. They usually grab a handful of sand and sprinkle it on top of the casket because they don't like to wait to see the body go back to earth. And that's just a symbolization showing that the body has returned to its soil, or to the earth soil.
Hi, I did research on traditional Native American traditions in the healthcare setting. I learned plenty of things that I could take to the clinical setting with me. I learned that most Native Americans do not like continuous eye contact. They don't like for you to engage in touching them when you first meet them. You should ask them first, and once they give you permission, you can touch them here and there, not always touchy-feely with them. I also learned to speak in a calm voice with them. They take speech very seriously. They are also very time sensitive. They believe that things will happen when they need to, and so you have to be very patient with them. I also learned how to show different cultures respect. Even in one main culture, there are plenty subcultures within it, and so you think that since they're under one main culture, that all of them believe in one certain thing, and they don't. They all have their own perceptions of their own culture, their beliefs, their values, and their traditions.
Throughout this experience of learning about the Native American culture, I've learned that when caring for Native American patients, you have to include the whole family. I've also learned that women, they usually took on roles that are associated with what men of modern day take on. And in the future, when I'm a nurse, I will incorporate the whole family into the nursing care plan. And I will make sure that I'm sensitive to their needs.
From this project, I learned that not all Native Americans eat the same things because each tribe has their own forbidden foods based off their own ceremonies and where they live. I also learned that it's not okay to touch a Native American without asking for permission, and you shouldn't maintain prolonged eye contact. I learned more about how they try to heal their own people at home before they take them to the hospital. When I'm in a clinical setting, I will try to be patient and understanding and try to let the patient know ahead of time to just correct me if I'm doing something that's not okay with them. That way they'll feel more comfortable with me.
Learning about Native American culture and the specific boundaries that are used within Native American culture will help me in a clinical setting. Examples include maintaining a calm tone of voice and a calm demeanor throughout the interviewing process, and just overall communication and interaction with a Native American client. They perceive a calm tone of voice and a calm demeanor as respectful. And to also understand that Native Americans think with their heart and their mind and not necessarily with their eyes. So if a Native American is asked a question, they may look downward, they may take their time in answering the question, because a lack of eye contact is considered respectful to elders and professionals. And when they take their time to answer, it's because they're thinking with their heart and their mind, and they are very careful and think carefully before they answer a question. So as a licensed practical nurse, it's important for me to keep that in mind and to not perceive the lack of eye contact as disrespect. And to also not rush the patient when they're answering a question. And I also learned to encourage Native American traditional holistic healing remedies that Native Americans practice, whether in their home or in a clinical setting meaning if there was a Native American in a hospital and family came to visit, if they want to present the client with a herbal tea or a specific kind of food that they believe will be beneficial and serve medicinal purposes, it's important for me as a nurse to encourage that and give them that freedom and give them that respect. And those are a couple things that I learned.